I don't think this is about anybody else but Johnny Blaze. I mean, other people have their reasons for doing whatever they're going to do, and whatever drives them, and whatever pushes them, and he's got his. And you're never going to understand totally what drives him. He wants this so bad, and he has committed year after year after year to this. We're talking 30 years. I got to see the guy who had this amazing moment in his life that he is trying to recreate. He had this shooting star happen to him, and it was all on the Gong Show, and it was all the Johnny Blaze character. And so he has continued to pursue that feeling, is what I think. He has dreams. I'm getting chills right now thinking about this, because I've never seen anybody as committed to their dream as Johnny Blaze.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another fabulous episode of the Jonathan Blaze Show. Here's Jonathan.
Oh, you don't want to say Jonathan. That sounds too formal.
Okay. Yeah, but we can't say here's Johnny.
No,
Went over that last time.
No. You say Johnny, but you can say here's the Blaze Man. You see, remember what I said?
All right.
Yes,
here's the Blaze Man.
No. Say it again. You got to do it.
No, this is part of it.
Okay.
That was great.
Okay, 1, 2. Here's the Blaze Man. Woo!
Thank you. You're a great audience.
Well, Jonathan, why don't you go over here and ask Johnny, sorry.
You heard Johnny Angel and Johnny Be Good, and you heard Johnny Appleseed. But now there's Johnny Blaze from Mars. He's exactly what the children need.
Hey, the winner with 28 points is Johnny Blaze. Johnny, here's your trophy.
A guy backstage, I don't know who he was. I was just getting ready to get up and do my Elvis song. I was really half excited and half nervous. First time on television. He said, "You can't do this. You're going to get gonged." I said, "You're wrong. I'm going to win." I was angry. Who the heck does this guy think he is telling me I can't do it? When people say I can't do it, I can do it, and I will do it. And I'm going to prove them wrong. So I put everything I could into the song. I did Elvis's All Shook Up. We shook him up all right. I had 28 points out of 30. Mabel King of What's Happening, Sweet Louie the Checkmates, and Patty Andrews of the Andrews Sisters gave me total of 28 points.
28 points, Johnny. Thanks for being on the show.
Well, the Gong Show, the original Gong Show was, the host was Chuck Barris, who produced the show, with Chris Beard, who produced the new version that I did and Johnny did. And it was a super hit. It was a talent show. Sometimes there was good talent, sometimes there was bad talent. It wasn't an American Idol or a Star Search kind of a talent show. You had just unique acts and novelty acts and crazy acts and outrageous acts, and that was the hook of it. And they had a panel of judges, 3 judges, and whoever the judges could vote, they had a big gong, and if they didn't like the act, they didn't want to vote on him, somebody would get up and hit the gong. And there's the meaning of the Gong Show. If they survived the gong, then the judges would vote and give them a score, and at the end of each show, there'd be a winner.
Hey, it was very hit or miss on that show. If one of the judges didn't like you were gone. It was not like you were doing, we're not talking about great art here. We're talking about someone's taste, and if your particular act did not grind with their taste, you were out of there. It's so cheesy and terrible. I got gonged on the Gong Show. I mean, isn't that like disgusting? I mean, I was supposed to win the Gong Show, or I was supposed to be invited back. No, I was that bad.
Yeah, I think that it was just so exciting for him to win something, that was on TV and the people saw, and it was just, I think it gave him a lot of confidence that he could do something, and it was successful.
Can you feel the excitement building for Johnny Blaze's appearance? Johnny. Your palms are sweating. The moment has finally happened. And I finally came out of CO2 smoke, and I started doing my blue suede shoes, and it was a snowball. One person started, before you know it, more people. Everybody, the Gong Show, the judges and the audience were going wild. There was hugging, kissing, screaming, lipstick on the face. It was so exciting and everything. And I remember someone told me at the end, She says, you're never going to make a rock star. You're not going to be a rock star. We're just having fun. I said, what do you think this is about? Entertainment is about having fun. So how does she know? Here I'm having my moment of glory, and she's trying to downplay it and everything. She's just a jealous fan.
He loves to sing. So as time went on, he got more and more interested in Elvis. And he used to talk about Elvis night and day and night. All the time he'd talk about Elvis to me. And when I saw some of the movies, I began to like Elvis myself.
I wanted something else, a hot, sexy stage name that I could use. And I don't know, I was just thinking one day, there's got to be something I could come up with. And I'm very creative, and I thought of Elvis Presley, and I thought, wow. All of a sudden, the name Johnny Blaze flashed into my head. I don't know how, but it's almost like maybe there was something. Maybe Elvis Presley was talking to me or something. Say, son, you can help keep my memories alive and everything. You can develop something that is maybe similar but different. And I don't know, but it's weird that it just, all of a sudden, it's like the name just exploded right out there. That's a great name. That's a hot, sexy name. I'm going to take that name.
I want him to live a normal life. I want him to have what he's dreaming of, to have a show. That's what his dream is. He wants a show like Jay Leno, a talk show, and I'm all for it because Steve came out of his shyness, and people like him. They adore him. See?
I'd like to welcome you all to the original Johnny Blaze Show. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. As you can see, my career is really starting to pick up, and I'm very excited about it. I'd like to share something with you guys. It's something I'm very proud of. I signed a contract with Saturday Radio this week. Thank you. It's okay to clap. Thank you. It was really a good deal, too. It was only $49.99 a month. I get all the stations with no commercials. It's really a great deal. Would you be doing some painting or maybe a roof or patio or landscape? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Is your house stucco or wood, or is it combined? Okay. And you'll probably be doing in the entire outside of your house in the painting when you do it. No, I know you're not going to do it now. Okay. She hung up. But that's a callback.
She said stucco, and then you were going in for the kill. You said, I'll be there tomorrow. And she said, you know what, I got to go bike.
I was wondering, I know that you're not going to do anything now, but in the future, when you do get around to doing it, would your next improvement project be on the outside or on the inside of your house? You're taking them out in the bath? Oh, you're taking them out. Oh, okay. I'm sure you're a wonderful mother, and you're giving them hugs and your hugs and high fives.
Oh, Steve, you gotta sound like her. If she answers the phone and she says, "Hello," you gotta say, "Hello, Ginger." You gotta go with her. You gotta match her, man.
There's a program to say no that they don't even hear what you're saying. I'm saying future. They're saying, I don't want anything now. I didn't say now. I said future. What part of the future don't you understand? Well, I can't tell them to bow down and worship the ground I walk on. That's how I feel sometimes.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't do that, no. I could say it when I'm off the phone, of course. Okay, here's the magnetic sign. One that I had several, and someone had the audacity to take the sign. Put it on? Okay, yeah. And so, as a result, I'm going to put it on now, but when I arrive, I'll end up taking it off because I don't want to lose the last one that's left. Okay, there. Well, look. here. Oh, there you are, Bruce. You're waiting. Okay, thanks. Okay,
I was in the bathroom with the cell phone. Well, it was out of there. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, well, we walked. We're going to go back to my car. It's over here.
Okay, and then I guess I'll be sitting.
You're going to go. You're going to go together with me in my car.
All right.
Yeah.
And then on TV, they had a lot of kids shows, always taught morals and everything. So I had an idea. I remember telling Johnny that maybe you ought to try that, because we've watched the kids show, and what they need is somebody to look up to and maybe preach morals. We came up with an idea. He'd be coming from another planet, and part of the gimmick was that he had special powers.
Here you go.
All right!
Taking that off when we get down there, because
maybe when we walk, maybe just take it off. Some people like to take that off, and
that's right.
How you doing?
Hey, Bruce, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
There we go. We already started working on it. That's
all
nice.
right.
Yeah. There he is. Thanks, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. So you got yours on too.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
You guys got it.
Absolutely.
Kevin's a friend too.
We're the Burbank Mafia.
Only problem is,
it isn't completely out of fashion on the door.
There's no kids here, right? Lost the children? All right, so please only touch the shaft and not the head. Next up, we have a celebrity in the house, people. You may have seen him on such shows as the Jimmy Kimmel Show, the Gong Show, To Catch a Predator. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing, the one and only Johnny Blaze.
He's just one of those people. He's one of the characters that have come along in my, in all my years of experience of just seeing people act, either come up with a persona, a character. And again, I think for him, it's a good thing. I don't know what his life would be like if he wasn't, aspiring to that length and breadth of what he's trying to do.
One of the people that worked there they put JB down, and so they're accustomed to calling me JB. It's easier for them. Instead of writing the whole word Johnny Blaze out. So they gave it to the person that took over as the host, and they assumed I was just another customer. I was JB. Well, I wouldn't answer, just like Elvis Presley wouldn't answer to EP, I certainly wouldn't answer to JB. Well, I'm Johnny Blaze, and so I corrected that person, and now they put me up. They called me Johnny Blaze, and that was fine. JB is like a nobody. It's just like a nobody. It doesn't sound like anybody special. Now I'm Johnny Blaze. When you announced me, we have a celebrity in the house. This person, he's been on Jimmy Kimmel, he's been on the Gong Show, and maybe shows like To Catch a Predator. That's how you do it, with excitement.
I think we need to talk about that. I'll have to explain it to you one of these days what the show is really about.
Actually, I heard of it, but never saw it. I'm sure it's to catch. It's to catch some kind of animal, a special animal, and everything. To make sure that they get their prey and everything. They don't pray. They don't do a pray. They don't pray. Like this, but they catch their prey.
He was singing an Elvis Presley tune and jumping around, and with these weird movements that seemed to not be in rhythm or to really match anything that he was doing. Just these bizarre movements and jumping around. After watching him perform for a number of times and seeing him work with the audience and such, that I picked up the microphone, an extra microphone one night, and started ad-libbing, kind of adding my own personal soundtrack to what he was doing.
Something wrong with my liver. How you doing, Stella? He had the package. He had the looks. He had the sex appeal. He had the voice. He had the moves. The women went wild. I mean, I feel like when I saw the women going to see Elvis, it's like they were almost like they were coming in their pants. I feel they were so excited. They were going.
This is Elvis! This is Elvis!
I mean, and Elvis used to do the arm. He used to, with the arm and with the capes and everything, and he did his karate. Actually, he has a black belt in karate. Elvis was, and
they often ask my son if he does karate. They're scared of him. When he does the moves, they think that he does karate. They ask him if he does karate.
Well, I really get into what I'm doing, and it's very, very convincing and everything, and like I say, the king had motivated me, and so I do it. That's all.
Do you have any karate experience?
Well, honestly, when people when they look at me, they look like I do. It looks so convincing. But I've never taken a lesson in my life.
Never taken.
But they think I'm a black. I got wanted me to teach his class once, and a girl was scared of me also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it smoother. Make it like Pac-Man. Good. When we first, Johnny and I first met, it was because he was doing a show for the Shriners Crippled Children's Society. And so he was doing a children's show, and he was great at that too. I mean, he's a great Elvis, but he was also great at that. And it was really was a terrific show that he used to go and do, and that's when we first started working together, Johnny and I.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave.
You're breathing this deep, but this is what expands.
Right.
And it's your rib cage that expands.
I see.
Will you sing a little bit, Johnny? Make sure that we can see the breathing.
Okay. I'll sing.
And hold the note. See, that was a high C. So you've been hitting a lot of high C's today.
That's good. That's very good.
And I'm going to make a scarf disappear before your very eyes. Here's a plain blue scarf. As you notice, wave the scarf right in front of you. There's nothing on it. Now I'll pull the scarf right up through my hand. Once again, you see a plain blue scarf. Now I'll drape the scarf right over the top of my hand and pull it right through until it comes right out of the bottom. And again, you see a plain blue scarf. Now I'll pack the scarf right in. And the magic space hand goes around and around and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Poof, it's gone. Now you see it, now you don't. I have no idea what happened to that scarf. Gone, but not forgotten.
Socially, he's a little inept, but he's so brilliant on stage. And he just goes for it.
You know there's something wrong about Johnny, but then there's something oh so right.
I'm so proud of him.
He's a phenomenon. He has a certain awesomeness of himself. I think he's crazy sometimes, but he's an artist, and that's what artists are. Artists are art. He's an art form here. He does his thing, comes Saturday night, and you know what? He's getting a really good voice.
I think he's unique. He's a funny guy. He's unique. He's won a couple of Gong contests. He's been on a lot of TV shows. So there must be some drawing power for him. You know, so some desire for somebody.
You know, you couldn't handle being in the media unless you have some sort of disability that enables you to perform night after night after night.
So it's so intriguing.
It is, very intriguing.
It's like a riddle you'll never solve.
Yes.
Never.
Yes, I agree.
The idea for Johnny to have his talk show, if he really listens and really truly makes an attempt to communicate with the viewer, and the person who's interviewing, which is not an easy job, I would definitely peg his chances as pretty good.
Man, I'd be really interesting to see the audience that the Johnny Blaze show would generate. I mean, are we talking about the next Jerry Springer here? Are we talking another Maury? I mean, is it going to be
Late night talk show?
Late night talk show. It's going to be like Leno? I mean, could it be it's the Johnny Blaze show? I mean, come on. I mean, what would he talk about?
A lot of famous people have been dying lately. When I die, I want to go peacefully and quietly in my sleep like my grandfather did. Not screaming and yelling like the passengers in the car that he was driving when he fell asleep while at the wheel. I'm single now. I broke up with my girlfriend. I used to think it was great to have a girlfriend because you get a lot of free sex. My last relationship lasted about 4 months. And that's when I realized that all that free sex cost me about $7,000. I guess paid sex is cheaper than free sex nowadays. In fact, because of my ex-girlfriend, I now know why they call it PMS. Because mad cow disease was already taken. Bruce, a couple days ago, I had some good news. I was doing my job as a dignified, sophisticated appointment setter for construction, and I was going through the products with a lady and trying to, convince her to see if I can set up a lead for her. And she had no need. And I asked if she knew of anyone else who wanted to do the work. She didn't know, but she said she'd keep me in mind if something came up. She would definitely recommend me. Then I just casually mentioned about the entertainment background, some of the things I've done. Being on Jimmy Kimmel and star of the Gong show. And all of a sudden, she really surprised me. She said that she works for a top talent agency. She told me to send her a copy of a cover letter of the various things that I'm involved with. So I figure that's what I'm going to do. Which indicates about the documentary about myself and also the late night talk show.
You're going to need new headshots. Could they do that for you there?
They don't do headshots. Those photographers do that. This is a talent agency.
Where do you go for that regular photographer?
I have to go to a special photographer that deals with headshots. It takes headshots.
Couldn't a regular photographer do it?
No, regular photographer won't know about this. They do other types of photos, but not headshots.
One to go fast, one to go slow. Better catch a ride to the midnight show. But don't forget your lucky shoe. It's raining outside, gonna need your lucky shoe. But only by day, only by night. Screaming and kicking till the morning light. But don't forget your lucky shoe. It's raining outside, gonna need your lucky shoe.
Have you heard from that lady you were telling me about? The one that you met while you were at work and met her over the telephone?
So far, I've had no luck in getting hold of her. I'm going to try her another time once I get my pictures all done.
Here, let me show you. There's John Travolta. Right
Wow. Yeah, like Saturday Night Fever in Greece.
Yeah.
Have a nice one. Take care of me. We're still working on what you said. I remember a long time ago what you said. Don't wait for your break to come in. Go swim out and get it. We're still working on it.
Don't wait for your ship to come in. Swim out and get it.
Oh, your ship to come in, right? It's not your break, it's your ship.
Don't go where the path may lead. Go where there is no path and leave a trail.
Okay.
Always remember that one.
Well, I'm trailblazing, and quitters never win, and winners never quit. Remember, people don't plan to fail; they fail to plan. There you go.
You did our grand opening here. I don't know if you remember.
That's right, I did.
You had this whole area with the speakers and everything.
Yeah, I did with my machine, and I put on a show. That's right.
1986.
Wow, boy, that was a while ago, but we did it. Wow, isn't that something? What a memory. You guys obviously liked it.
How can you forget it? All you need is one break.
Well,
and you'll be on top, Johnny.
So what do you have for me this week?
Okay, this week I have, I went ahead and I went and to have these, my original logos put in there.
Oh, okay.
I try to make it smaller for you so you can scan it into my website. There's several. All you need is one.
Okay.
Okay. and hopefully it'll make it easier because the other one was really big, so I had as small as I could make
These
it.
are like identical, right?
Yeah, it's the same. I have
Okay.
one, just one you'll
Well, I
probably
can
need
do a
in it.
page with this on it, and then
Okay,
the
sure.
fireball itself, I don't know, we'll see about, maybe we can do something with it. We'll have to
That
see.
would be nice because kind of missing that, and I haven't seen the fireball in quite a while, and that's the original logo. So
Okay,
that would
that's
really
good.
look-
I'm glad.
I think that would look really blazing hot on my internet website.
Good.
At johnnyblaze.com.
I'll put the logo of the fireball on there too, and we'll see what we'll do with that. We can maybe duplicate it a few times and put it over here.
No, that would really be yeah. If you could get it right there on the right, it would be that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love it.
I think that's doable for
Yeah,
sure.
that would really look good. Well, that would be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
well we'll do that.
That's fantastic. Appreciate it. That's really going to be. I mean, it's already looking better and better, but this is going to even add on to it.
Yeah.
That's that really gets the Blaze apart. It gets a point across the Blaze because that's what I'm about. My mission is bringing the Blaze craze back.
What's going on, buddy?
Hi, I'm in. All right.
How you doing?
Good to see
You
you.
here to pick up your cards, huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah. I'm excited about seeing the
Just
cards.
came out.
Let's see
It
what they
came
look
out
like.
really nice. I'm very happy. Let me show it to you.
Oh,
There
that's
you
hot.
go, buddy.
That's really hot. Boy, it's
Yes,
glossy,
sir. Hot
it's
off the
sexy.
press.
Beautiful. It's better than, I think it's better than what I had.
Came out nice. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I like the results too. It's
All right.
It looks better than what I had. What I had was not bad, but not
I'm
this.
glad you like
This is better. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad you like it.
Oh, thank you.
All right, man.
Okay.
Anything else? That's it?
I guess that's it. So.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Get a lot of gigs.
Yeah.
It's strange because my life is inextricably linked with John's because for whatever reason that, the times that I've hosted, I've worked at Dipples for a long time, and I don't know whether it is bittersweet and sad as my career has been inextricably linked with whatever it is that he's doing, because a lot of people know me as the guy that, started out those things. He's developed, he's attained a lot of success, I guess. He's been on the Jimmy Kimmel Show as a result of either Jimmy or some of his people seeing his performances and such.
Actually, I'd love the opportunity to interview Jimmy also in the future if I could get such an opportunity. Even if I couldn't do it, I mean, it would be funny if I did it on his show. But if he doesn't, he's afraid that I might try to take over his show, which I have no intention of doing. Then we could probably arrange it, somewhere away from, his TV show. Whatever would work out.
It'll be interesting to see who actually attains more success, him or I, since I'm struggling actor myself at times. It'll be interesting to see which of us comes out better. Hopefully he'll take care of me if he makes it big, and I would like to think that I would take care of him at some point.
One day I aspire to have my own late night talk show and as a host, and so I will need a person to warm up the crowd and to introduce me, and I think since we make a great team and everything, I mean, Johnny had his ad, I feel like it would be wonderful if you would be honored and privileged to have you as in that position one day.
I appreciate that. I've never really aspired to being a MC for like a talk show, or a warm-up guy for a talk show.
Right.
I believe I have more talents, other talents as well. But I would, if the world does not end and the end times stay kind of sad and less lucrative for me, then I would definitely entertain.
Okay.
Coming to work for you.
Hey, John, it's great to be here, bud. How are you?
Eddie, fine. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah.
How you been
I'm
doing?
here, so
How you doing, my
things
friend?
can't be that great. I mean, it's good. That was just some bitter humor from host to host.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyway, so I'm here to kind of because my career is not going anywhere, and I'm looking for a boost, and just practically I'm just amazed that you've got a pilot, and in all my years of working, I've met a pilot once, so that's what I've done. Anyway, just thought a couple of things, some things to maybe pep up the show and maybe help show you that I can bring, you're more of the serious side, and I'll bring more of the lighter side. So, like I'm very big on props, as you well know, right?
Well, prop them up.
Where does he get them? I don't know where he gets them, seriously.
Yeah, this is my karaoke machine. I've used this to back me up, whenever I have my parties, any kind of parties that I get, these paid gigs, it backs me up, and I'm able to, with a mic, I have a mic stand, and I go ahead and put cassettes, put music in, and then when I do a Memories of Elvis show, all about the King, Elvis Presley, my favorite performer, and then I usually do impressions instead of depressions of other celebrities. So it's a fast-moving, fun show. It's very entertaining, and I get audience participation in it. And of course, when I'm done, usually people, they pay me, and they feed me and they pay me, and the people love it. I insist everybody have a blazing hot, fun time, of course.
I am the president. You'll never have Tricky Dick the crack tip around any longer. Pat and I are going to the White House to pat it out down and take care of business. I don't care what you think. Not now or never. I'm tired of people kicking me around. I want you to know I'm Dick Dixon. I'm the president. Ink, ka-dink, 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 dink, ka-dink, 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 ka-dink. Ink, ka-dink, 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 ka-dink. Miss Purdy, what'd you get the from me, Miss Purdy? Get up there. Don't you know what's going on? Can't you turn your left hand to your right? You clutch your butterfinger. Ha 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 ha
ha. Met Johnny Blaze at Dimples and was fascinated by him at first. It was a great story. Still is a great story about him going on the Gong Show, winning, and all that.
He told me he was on the Gong Show and that he had been on it. Was he on it a couple times, or he won, or something of the sort? And I was thinking to myself, this guy was still talking about this. It was like some sad circus act. Like the guy just was obsessed and didn't know how to come out of his performance that he did earlier 35 years ago, which is a cheesy little game show. Oh my God, it was almost pathetic. Like, move on, like get it. There's more to the Gong life than the Gong Show.
A talent or funny, I don't know. He's a funny guy. He's more of a comedian to me, and the way he performs and all his antics and his imitations of Elvis and everything, I just don't know. He's got a talent, but. He enters all the talent contests for Elvis and never wins, so I'll put it that way.
I wasn't sure if he was part of a hoax or just he put on his outfit and was bar hopping for the night. And then as time went on, I started seeing him more often on a regular basis, and it was the same thing every time. I don't think he was evolving, and he sang the same songs and did the same moves. It seemed like he was kind of getting old, and I don't know where he's going with it.
I got pulled over by a cop with a bad attitude the other day. Unbelievable. He had the nerve to give me an attitude because I asked him to hold my beer while I finished texting. Now that my career is taken off, the first thought that comes to mind when I wake up every morning is keep the dream alive. And that's when I hit the snooze button and go back to sleep. Even with my recent success, I've been having a little bit of bad luck today. I was buttoning up my shirt this morning, and a button fell off. I picked up my laptop bag, and the handle fell off. I go to open the door, and the knob came off. Hell, I'm afraid to go pee. Boy, times have really changed. We live in a much more health-conscious society. I remember when there used to be a smoking section in restaurants. I guess that's sort of like having the peeing section of a swimming pool. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're a great audience.
We have gotten so many requests. I think we just got the third one today for the man who burns a hole in rock and roll. So, it's the Gong Show's Johnny Blaze special. Yeah! Wow! The Blaze Monster.
I can't be forgotten no more. I'm the real thing. I'm down to the core. All alone at the top of my game. Come and see me, call out my name. I'm Johnny Blaze and I got my own show. I got millions of fans and they're ready to go. 40 years and leather and black. I entertain you and I want it all back. My Elvis side runs are bushy and dead. The king of cool and the master of kid. I'm Johnny Blaze and I got my own show. I got millions of fans and they're ready to go.
His was called Neverland.
Neverland.
And Elvis's was called Graceland. So mine can be the...
And
called the original Johnny Blaze Land.
It doesn't sound that appealing. It really doesn't.
The original Johnny Blaze Land.
It's not, yeah, like what did you say before? Like
it's like you think of fire when you think of that.
Well,
you
it's
can imagine hills that are all burned down.
Well, no, this
or
is
the
not going to
whole
be hills
area
that are burnt
on fire.
down. This is just implying because of my, as a performer.
See, not
a blazing-
everybody knows what that is.
That's what it will be.
And
It'll
people
be.
wonder what is this blaze land? Was there a big fire there?
No, there's no fire there. It's a sexy
no,
mansion.
I mean, if it was,
it would be a sexy mansion. Well, you get people's curiosity up. It's a sexy mansion, is what it is. Of of a great entertainer is what it is.
What's another name you could use besides Blaze Land?
Johnny's Land.
Well, you could say the original. What? That it won't have the same
Land of Blaze.
sexiness. Land of Blaze. I could say that. Yeah, I could say Land of Blaze. Land of J. Blaze. Johnny Blaze Land. Yeah, something like that sounds better. I think that sounds.
Yeah,
then
like
you know.
Bob Hope has
Yeah.
his street.
Right.
And you'll have.
It'll be Johnny Blaze Land. I think it sounds better. Yeah, that way you know it doesn't sound like it's a house of destruction. It's not a house of destruction. It's a home of a great entertainer. So we'll say John.
But we're looking at it, the average. I know
Right.
that because I know you.
Right, but
not everybody's going to know what it even is.
the Johnny Blaze Land. Okay. Those are my cards.
Star 101.3 Don Blue in the morning. So the big news today, well, possibility, Lady Gaga is going to be adopting. And adopting from different countries. She'll represent every continent. There'll be a little Goo-Goo and a little Gigi, all of them. Lady Gaga on Star 101.3.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best kept secret in rock history. Here he is now. He is the man who burned a hole in rock and roll. Yeah, it's Johnny Blaze.
I'd come down on a Saturday morning, and we'd run through a rehearsal. And so at the rehearsal is the first time that I saw Johnny Blaze. And in the rehearsal, because we were doing 5 shows, I mean, we just whipped right through them. And all of a sudden, we're in the middle of the rehearsal, and everything just kind of stops because Johnny Blaze. There's no just going to the next act. This is Johnny Blaze, for God's sake. And he kind of takes over a room, you know. And most of it is because it's not that he's so talented and gifted, which of course he is, but it's that he so believes that he's so talented and gifted.
Well, now, what qualities do you think it takes to be a successful host of a late-night television talk show?
Spontaneity, reality, and by reality I mean a real person, so that we know who you are, not just what kind of talent you have or how you do that, but to be a real person.
Okay.
So that, I mean, I think we know a lot about David Letterman, the real person. I think we know a lot about Anderson Cooper, you know, what he's about. Not just how talented he is or what he does, but really who he is.
Yeah,
on the Gong Show, we knew more about Johnny Blaze than we knew about most of the other people, just because you gave your all. You know, we know what you were about. You were a whack job. That was you, the whack job.
Well, I could never forget that. It was so exciting. I mean, you know, and even the Hawaii special, the way you were saying, forget about Elvis, forget about the Beatles. No one considers himself a bigger star than Johnny Blaze considers himself. I remember, how can you forget that?
Which is exactly what it was. No one considers themselves. You may not. I mean, okay, Beatles, you know, Johnny Blaze, okay. But Johnny Blaze considered himself right there.
Yeah, it was like Elvis and the Beatles. In fact, I remember what you said, just like the Beatles. They couldn't be here either. The scream was so loud. One more show, I would have been a household name, but otherwise it would have been my show, and it was supposed to be a Gong show. So I'm sure that's the reason why we couldn't continue. I remember how disappointed I was when the show did go off.
So Johnny, here's the thing. Okay, you want to be a host of a show.
That's right.
Okay, now normally you've just been a performer. Not just, but I mean that's what you've done. You've been the performer. And you come out and you be Johnny Blaze, you know.
That's right.
Right now what you're going to do is you're going to allow people to see what's inside Johnny Blaze. Not just the outside, not just the act, but really who you are.
Okay.
Johnny Blaze.
Well,
Johnny Blaze.
You've done well. Yeah, in fact, what I'll do, I'll show him something today. He saw me do the arm movement.
Yeah,
You know, forget that. Here's something else. Watch.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Let's see.
I remember that one. Huh?
There you go. That's right.
Johnny Blaze. Unbelievable.
And away, Johnny. Yes, Johnny, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, one more time. One more time. Give it to him, Johnny.
Give a big round of applause and a big warm welcome for Dennis Haskins.
Hey everybody, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, John, thanks for that nice introduction.
Dennis, that's fine. Yeah, it's good to see you, my friend.
Hey, I can't get over the fact that this is the original trophy you got for being on the Gong Show. That is unbelievable. I got goosebumps.
Yes, it is.
And it's first time on TV?
First time, yeah. When someone said backstage, you can't do it, you're going to get Gong. And I said, you're wrong, I'm going to win. And sure enough, I won.
It doesn't have to be logical to me. It doesn't have to make sense to everybody else. I'm not going to tell him he's wrong. What if he's right? You know, he wants to host a talk show? Great. I'm in. I'll help you. Because I want to say, attaboy.
And I called the executive producer and I said, hey, how'd it go? And he got on the phone, you know. I mean, that's unusual. Right. He said, well, we decided to bring you back. And just like you, not ever giving up, in it to win it and all that kind of stuff, he later told me that that's when he decided to bring me back. 2 auditions later, I got the job.
Wow, I really commend you and applaud you for that. Talk about a man believing in himself, you know, true to himself, persistent, with passion. You wanted it, you believed it, and you lived it, and you did it. And any favorites now? I know you were on things like Seventh Heaven, West Wing, The Practice. Any favorite other shows?
I gotta say, being on West Wing was unbelievable.
You know, he just is trying so hard to make something happen. Why not? You know, it's cost me a couple hours. Come on, why not?
What I want to ask you is, what does it take to be a great actor in your opinion, Dennis?
Never think you know it all. Always listen to the other actor and stay in their eyes, and keep going, just like you said. Never stop.
Nancy, please. The original Johnny Blaze. Yes, I'll hold. This is the original Johnny Blaze. I'd like to set up a meeting, in-person meeting for talent representation with Nancy. There isn't. What do you mean? I talked to her many times. She said it was her desk, got Nancy desk, someone asked that time. She said she'd hook me up with this agency, you know, that has the top stars in it. And you're telling me that that nobody there works you don't know anybody like that? That doesn't make any sense. The whole thing was a lie and a sham and a phoniness. A lady, she made me believe that she was a talent agent. She's going to hook me up with a top talent agency with the stars, and I was going to get a great talent agent, and it turned out to be a lie and a phoniness. It's a wild goose chase she's sending me on. And I asked if I can get another agent, and they said no. They don't know Nancy. This is all negative. It's going to make me look bad like a loser. I want to look like a winner, not a loser. This documentary.
I don't think it's going to make you look like a loser.
All I see is experience seems like is the negative. What's more to talk about, really? There wasn't nothing, when you think of it, there's nothing more to talk about.
I mean, I think it's going to make you look like you don't give up. I mean, that's the idea.
Well, I hope that something good comes out of it. Right now, there's nothing more to talk about, Josh. Put some water in it then. Water in the vase. Okay. Yeah, Mom, I'm here. I'm visiting you over here at Mount Sinai. This is your son, Steve Hyken, the original Johnny Blaze. I want you to know I'll never forget about you. You'll always be remembered and in my heart, that's for sure. You were and will always be the best mother in the world. It's hard to believe that a year ago, that was August 1st of 2013, that you passed. I know you were suffering, and now you're in a better place next to Dad. Dad is right here, of course, too. My mother, father, the Show Me State man from Missouri. You're right next to his grave. I couldn't have asked for a finer mother, and I certainly wanted you to be proud of me, and I hope that you were and still are. You're resting in peace. I did give you a wonderful eulogy that day from my heart. I said the truth about you, which is that you have chutzpah, you have charisma, you attracted people like a magnet, and your smile lit up a room. You were so down to earth, Mom, you didn't want me to call you Princess. So I substitute the word Princess for great, and you truly earned the title Goldie the Great. You used to always say, you're definitely different. Well, that's how you make it, by being different. You used to tease me like that. It's hard to believe that you're not there anymore, but like I say, you will always be remembered and in my heart. And there's not one day goes by without me thinking about you and missing you. God bless you, and I love you, Mom, with all my heart and soul, and always have and always will. You know, there was some similarity to you, Mom, with my favorite performer, Elvis Presley, which unfortunately I wasn't able to meet because the concerts were sold out. However, he did motivate and inspire me. And his mom, he said when his best girl died, that was his mother. His mother's name was Gladys. It started off, her name started off with a G. It's just like yours starts off with a G, Goldie. And there were 6 letters to it, and also the 6 letters to your name. And he felt terrible. And that's how I felt, the same thing. It's like a strong part of me was lost when you were gone. But like I say, you'll always be remembered and always in my heart. And may you, God bless you, Mom, and may you rest in peace. And I'll always remember how you were with your wonderful smile and your great personality and the way you are all the way around. The lilacs are expensive, that's what Mom likes, but I got a nice bouquet of flowers. I put it in the vase, the water, and I put it right there in the ground there. It was nice and peaceful. There was a little breeze. There wasn't real crowded on it. It didn't take us very long to find it, but we went in that office. You know, they told us how to get there. I'm serious and I'm smiling.
I don't like it.
Well, it's serious. They said you gotta be dramatic and you gotta be
I don't like
serious.
it.
It's all right.
Eyes are not good in there.
Well, my eyes were serious anyway.
Do that one.
This is serious and dramatic.
Better with your glasses.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna put these away now. Now, yeah, of course, I get my haircut again, once again, and I want you to make sure that you keep my sideburns the same length, but do not cut them off. That's important, because sometimes you forget, not intentionally, but you forget, because I'm saying that, okay? Now, I want the hair squared on the back, and I want it fluffed forward, and don't take too much off, but don't take too little off, just right. Put it back, and you can spray it and put some hair cream on it and everything, and make it look really, really great. Hot and sexy there. Yeah, I just remember we met by accident. You saw him. I don't know. I was in this area one day and I happened to looking for a nice hair stylist, and I met up with you. And you've always seemed to do a great job. Once in a while you mess up though. That's why I want to make sure you do it just right. No one's perfect, of course. Where's the back? I'm trying to get the back here.
You see the back?
Yeah, the back.
No, you have to.
How do I do that?
You have to turn it the other way.
Turn it the other way?
But first you take the picture this one. Yeah, you see the back.
Oh, there.
Huh?
Yeah, great.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm the original Johnny Blaze.
Oh, Johnny, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Would you like to have a seat?
Sure. Great place. And Lorne Michaels from Saturday Night Live is executive producer. Not only discovered Jimmy Fallon on Saturday Night Live, which is a modern day version of Laughing, but now he's the executive producer right now of the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. But he said that Jimmy Fallon is the closest thing that we have to Carson, the most modern. And no, he doesn't look like Carson. He doesn't sound like him. There's nothing like Carson. You take a look at it, you can't even compare the two.
Do you think you're more like Carson?
Some people might say that. I mean, I don't know. I'm not Carson. I'm going to be myself, but some people might think that.
But what about this? This would be good to appeal to the urban crowd. What do you think? That's pretty good, man. What do you think?
Well,
don't move around too much.
All right.
That's pretty. You look like Medusa.
And it's going to be the original Johnny Blaze because there's thousands of Johnny Blaze, and I'm the original. I'm the first person to use it in entertainment. So that's where I separate myself from the crowd. I'm the trailblazer in this. Okay, but now you can't say here's Johnny because I'm sure it's copyrighted by Carson Productions. So what we can do is somebody can introduce me, the gigantic thing, and then they can say, and there's Johnny. You can say there instead of here, so it's there is instead of here is, see? And that way you get away with it, you don't get sued. I come in with CO2 smoke when I come in, I enter, come in to smoke, leave with smoke, and then my dressing room can drop, and I can go into my dressing room at the end. Also my backdrop can be, like a fireball in the background, and everything. I mean, it's going to be different. It's not going to be like the others. That's what I am. That's what my mom made sure. I wish she could have stayed alive to see it. Unfortunately, she passed. But she's Yeah, I had it for 85 years. But she used to always say, "You're definitely different." You know, to always tell me how different I was and everything. Yeah, my mom was so excited the first time I was television. When my friend went and saw it, when someone said it couldn't be done, I'd be failed and I'd get Gong and I'd say, "You're wrong, I'm gonna win." I put everything into it and I showed them, that's it, and I won. Okay, I'll show them. I told them my signature move, what I do.
Okay.
Go like this.
Oh wow, crane kick, right?
Yeah, I created that type of thing. The king inspired me and everything.
Johnny Blaze.
This is it. Wish me luck.
On stage, I mean, he had no fear. I mean, he just went on there and he went for the throat. And he was, running through the audience, and people were cheering and ranting, and following and singing, Johnny Blaze, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Johnny's consistent. It's the same show every time. It never changes. Never. And we don't want it to change. Do I want the Big Mac to change? No, I do not.
We like him to do well, and we like to celebrate it because he does his traditional trademark kick and the karate. I'm working on it, Blaze. I ain't got it like you. I'll get it. That's nice. That's nice.
He's original, and he's doing it on his own, and he always has. That's what makes him special, and makes people laugh, and makes people sing with him, and it's a lot of fun.
He was on the Gong Show. He's been doing this since the 70s, and I'm looking and watching a piece of American history.
I think he just had this magic that you can't bottle it. It was amazing to see him on the show when I saw the old clip. Amazing. It was an amazing moment. Nobody told him he was going to win. They just put him on to throw stuff at him. What did he do? He made something out of it. So he's still trying to make something out of his life, connected to how good that felt and how big that was. And you're supporting him and helping him, and if he gets a talk show, God bless him.
Well, I think Johnny is probably the most enthusiastic student that I've ever had. He really wants to be out there and he wants to succeed. He's still the Elvis impersonator, but he wants to do the talk shows, which I think would be great. I think Johnny would do a great job at the talk shows.
I wish the best for my son, and I hope and pray that I will live to see it. That's all I'm wishing for, that I will believe in life, that I would live to see what his dream is. See, his dream is my dream.
Have you ever had any trouble? Has anybody ever given you a hard time and bullied you in your life?
I'm feeling bullied a little bit right now. I'm just trying to answer that.
Why is that? Why are you being bullied?
I don't. You're just kind of forcing these questions on me.
No, it's not a forced question.
I'm Johnny Blaze and I got my own show.
I'll be there hanging out, possibly drinking a little bit.
How
about this move? What do you think of that? He likes it. This is like Barbara Walters. You're trying to break me down.
No, of course not.
Yes, I've been bullied.
Wonder where I've been for so long.
All right, give me a little pound.
Yeah, all right. All right, E.
I'm Johnny Blaze and I got my own show.
All right, you look like you're warding off spirits. That's not too shabby.
What What is happening, brother? What is happening?
See? Now you can superimpose some disco balls and stuff in the background.
Are you going to be drinking a lot on my show if you're going to be a co-host?
Of course
I'm
I
concerned
will.
about that.
Of course I will be drinking a lot on the show.
I don't want someone that's snockered on my show. It gives it a
I
bad
know,
name.
well, we have to define the term snockered.
I don't want someone to walk around tipsy, you know?
Bring a little America into it.
A little
huh?
patriotism.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes.
I could do this in the back. Look, this would be another co-hosting thing. I could do this in the background.
I stand for truth, justice, the American way, like Superman.
The Johnny Blaze Show.
That's right. Often
Weeknight.
imitated, never duplicated.
11 to 11:15 on MTV,
no,
Calle Ocho.
No, it'll be an hour show.
MTV 47.
Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, always keep smiling. Keep a smile on your face. It makes people wonder what you're up to. And now it's my time to blaze out. Woo. I'll do my... Well, we can do this on here. Here. Always keep a smile on your face. Keep smiling and blazing. And now I'm going to blaze out. Thank you very much. You're a great, awesome audience.